We have a problem in America. There is a forgotten population amongst us, both children and adults, whose talents and gifts are going unused, whose options are limited at best, who are not contributing members of our society, who languish in poverty, or who take matters into their own hands, carve out a niche in which they can support themselves and their families, and end up incarcerated due to those choices. So, what's the solution? How do we address poverty in our country, and in doing so also address hunger, child abuse, crime rates, and homelessness? The key to social mobility is simple. It's education. The best road to social mobility is to receive a quality education. The numbers have proven this time and again. The higher your education level, the lower the likelihood of unemployment, and the higher the rate of pay. This is true regardless of ethnicity or gender, although the increase in pay is notably lower if you're a woman, African American, or Hispanic. The increase is still present. According to an article from the American Psychological Association, in 2009, poor, or the bottom 20% of all family income, students were 5 times more likely to drop out. And according to a study conducted by Penn State, while more students from poverty-stricken areas are more likely to enroll in college today, most of the poor students who pursue college degrees fail to make it all the way to graduation. About 1 in 5 college students from the lowest income bracket completed a bachelor's degree by the age of 25, which is about the same rate that it was in 1970. I've seen this myself in my own family. Taking into account 2 parents, 2 step-parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents, as well as 3 older siblings, I am the first. I am the first person in my family to go to grad school. I was the first person in my family to earn a bachelor's degree. I was the first person in my family to go to college. I was the first person in my family to graduate from high school. Not one parent or older sibling that came before me completed the 11th grade. My mom dropping out in 9th, my dad in 10th, my oldest brother and sister were paneled, and my other brother dropped out in the 11th. My parents did not understand the importance of education, and so it was not a priority in our home. Homework was simply not a requirement. If we woke up and didn't feel like going to school, we didn't. And as my brothers got older, they were encouraged to drop out and take a job in construction. This is a tragedy that is repeated in our communities over and over again. These are not children who don't want to succeed. These are children who have not been taught how. They simply lack the skills needed to be successful. The problem is clearly not one of intelligence, but training. We have to pinpoint at-risk students and begin training them as early as elementary and middle school in order to get them on the path that will lead to academic success. What I am proposing is a curriculum built specifically with low-income students in mind that will help fill in academic gaps. These gaps are not content-specific, but rather a series of habits that academically successful people share. We need to equip these children by providing them with the tools they need in order to study effectively, take notes, identify key ideas and concepts, keep a schedule, be punctual, adhere to due dates, practice skills on their own, and practice completing assignments. These are the very skills that students living in poverty may lack. While the schools may provide financial assistance and meal plans, what are we doing about building the students' stamina, tenacity, and work habits? These are the biggest indicators of success. While the numbers show that more and more students from low-income families are entering college, the problem is they do not have the life skills to make it through, or possibly the cheerleaders to encourage them on. We need programs that will do just that. By investing the time and money needed in teaching these students the skills needed to successfully complete high school and college, we are giving them a chance to break the cycle of poverty and to find a career that they can be passionate about. So much potential and talent is wasted because we refuse to expand our focus of instruction beyond core content areas. It's not enough to know how to solve equations if you don't understand the value of the practice provided by homework. It won't matter that you understand theme of thought if you can't get to class on time. The point is that we have to equip and teach the whole student. And by doing this, we will help students achieve to their potential regardless of their background and income level. And we can come one step closer to closing the achievement gap.